Hey guys, Black Ninja 797 here. In today's video, what you're going to be watching is a gameplay of Orisa, the brand new hero that just came out on Tuesday. And the reason why I'm recording my, gameplay and screencast-o-matic again is because my Elgato just literally hates me right now, and I can't record with it with a face cam, otherwise it completely crashes, to the point where it's, unusable. And also, when I was trying to record this on Tuesday, Xbox Live was down, so yay me, just my luck, you know what I'm saying? So, basically, I'm just recording this in screencast-o-matic right now because I literally have no time to record videos this week. I have to work pretty much, all week. So, I unfortunately do not have time to, simply just go back and get a gameplay, otherwise I would, trust me, because, I really don't like recording, videos in different softwares because it's just not really my thing. I want to just stick with what I'm used to. And I'm not saying Screencast-O-Matic is a bad software by any means. I just don't like, putting in Screencast-O-Matic in the corner, in the spots of my videos, and you guys have to just see that, it's just a giant, sponsor ad, even though I'm not sponsored. So, I just like the, idea of being able to just have no watermarks and stuff. But, basically, that's not the point of this gameplay. The point about this gameplay is to show you guys, Orisa in action, see how she is in Overwatch, and, just basically just show you guys how good she is. Right now, this is the very first game with Orisa that I ended up getting that you're watching. I'm just looking at, all of her abilities, checking out how she works. And I'm just trying my best to get used to her because Orisa is a character that I'm not really too familiar with. I've only played a couple of games with her and she's just weird to me. I've gotten used to Anna, I've gotten used to Sombra, but Orisa is just she's very interesting. I don't think that she honestly should be a tank. I mean, she's got the health, for a tank. She's got 400 health and 200 of it being armor. But really, she should either be a defense or even a medic, but you would have to work out the health. That's the one thing that's only making her a tank, it's just the health. Because the way her abilities work is really supportive, it really is a medic type of abilities and ults that she has. And then, she also has, defense rolls too. So she has 150 shots in her arm, her robot arm, the magazine basically. Her hip fire and aim down sights, or, well, I mean, it's exactly the same thing, you can't aim down sights with this character, but, basically her, little, crosshair, it's not really the most accurate in the world because there's a whole bunch of muzzle flash. There we go. Can't even English today. But basically, she has a whole bunch of muzzle flash, I've noticed, and also when she shoots, she ends up becoming really slow. She loses her mobility. She can't shoot gun ho style. She has to just completely stay back. So that's one thing I've noticed with Orisa is that she's very passive. You can't be aggressive with this character at all, really. And her armor gets shredded through easily by, Soldier and McCree and everything, so you really gotta stay back. Her right bumper is a placeable shield with 900 health. It's kind of like a mini Reinhardt shield. Left bumper is actually a shield, like a personal shield. She'll stick her arm out, and she goes into this armor lock thing. You know, the armor lock ability from Halo. It's kind of like that. She'll pull out her arm and she'll go into armor lock, but you can still shoot with it. And that's kind of interesting. So, right bumper shield, left bumper's a personal shield, and then left trigger, actually, is the opposite of a Lucio boop. You know how, Lucio's got, a button, where he can actually end up, blasting people away and, knocks people off the map? Well, Orisa has something like that, but it's the opposite. She'll actually shoot this, gravity orb, and it'll pull the enemies into it, kind of like Zarya's ultimate. And the enemies will just sit there. It doesn't last crazy long like Zarya, but it's a temporary mini one. So that's something I've noticed with Orisa, is that she's very defensive or very, team-oriented. She's not really meant to be, a character you use by yourself. And that's one thing I've noticed about the DLC characters, is that Anna, Sombra, and now Orisa, they're very teamwork-oriented. Anna's meant to power people up and heal them. Sombra's supposed to hack the enemy so that way, the teammates can end up, getting tons of kills easily, and she can hack teammates, health packs, so that way it's just for them only and not the enemies. And then Orisa, she, deploys shields and everything. And then this is her ultimate in action. I don't think I've actually explained this. It's like a vase that you place down, and there's a whole bunch of beams that will connect to you and your teammates. And it's like an Anna power boost, but it's for everybody. You get all increased damage. And some reason, like, I don't know why, but Sombra can currently hack this thing at the moment. I'm not sure if that makes it theirs, but it's kind of like just something interesting that I thought I would point out. And one more thing that I also wanted to point out about Orisa is that when you use her, I feel like that she's very underwhelming. Because, like, the character was available on PC for about, like, a month, I think. And I could have sworn she was so much better. She had, like, 200 shots at the very least, I think, in her magazine. She had no mobility penalty when shooting, like she just didn't have any at all. And I could swear that her ultimate was like a lot stronger. Like when she moved on the console, she's a lot more balanced in that sense, I guess, but like she just seems very underwhelming as a character. Like not story-wise, but like gameplay-wise. But this, once again, is like my first gameplay you're watching. I've used her a little bit now, and I'm starting to get a little bit better with her. I actually ended up getting a pretty decent streak. I would show you guys that gameplay, but like I said, my Elgato corrupted. My Elgato just hates me today, guys. I'm sorry about that. For some reason, it's also whenever after like I live stream. Like whenever I live stream and I use Facecam on videos for like a week straight or something like that, it just won't work. And then when I, try to use like normal, like without the webcam, it works. And then like it finally works again with webcam like a little bit later. I've noticed also the strategy for Orisa is that when you play as her, you single people out if you can. So that way, like, it's just like you and then just them, and you take them out one at a time. Or what happens is that when you see a couple of them and they have like somewhat medium health, kind of like 250 or 200, you shoot the gravity thing out of your gun, pull them together, then armor lock, and you shoot them. And you also want to do that with a shield down and your ult if you can, because that's even better. Like for example, you do this, it just didn't work out because they had shield, because all the enemies, including my teams, were Orisa. There was only like 2 different people. One was like McCree, and I think that another one was like there was 2 McCrees, I know that for sure, but I think that one of my teammates eventually switched over to something as well. But yeah, it looks like 2 Tracers. So Orisa is kind of like an interesting character. I don't know how she's, going to be playing as, like later down the road. It's honestly too close to call because she's still fairly new. We just got her on Tuesday for console, and we've only had her for a month on PC. But in the case of like how she is compared to Ana and Sombra, I would say that Ana is probably the best still out of all the DLC characters. Then Sombra probably second, and honestly, Orisa's kind of like dead last because like, even though Sombra and Ana, they're not really meant to be, high kill and high streak type of, heroes, they do end up performing significantly better. Because, like, I've been singled out by both of them, and they'll just shred through me. I have more health, but since their abilities and, like, their weapons are stronger, they just take me out. Because I feel like I've got way too many nerfs playing as, Orisa. Like, I have a movement penalty, I'm pretty sure, like, potential gun ammo, because I swear if they didn't nerf her, I would have had 200 shots in this clip. No movement penalty, anything. So, I'm kind of ranting at this point. I'm kind of being a little bit harsh, but then again, like, I'm just speaking the truth. In my honest opinion, Orisa's kind of like a 6 out of 10, from, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, just because, like, I really haven't used her too much, so I can't give like a final decision like set in stone, but like she is fairly decent. So that's pretty interesting. I just thought I would just make a commentary over the gameplay, because in the gameplay I was just trying to figure out mostly how to use her. I was like asking a whole bunch of questions repeatedly and just being like, oh, how do I do this and how do I do that? And so I just thought that'd be better. Plus also I'm covering up my webcam on the previous recording. I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope you can't, because I have a webcam glitch in this video, like on my desktop here, and my webcam freezes during the gameplay, and I have the most stupid face, like, ever. And of course it coincidentally fixes as soon as I'm done recording. So that was really annoying, so I'm hoping I'm blocking it, because I just look stupid. Like, I don't even want to imitate the face, just because it looks that stupid. I'm watching it right now, I can see it right now on the screen. Basically, guys, in summary, Orisa is a fairly, interesting character. Not really too OP, but, not really too weak either. She's kind of underwhelming. I would say she's leaning toward more the weak side than the OP side, but she is, I would say balanced, compared to what she probably was, because I think that she's fun. Not really too crazy, not really too weak, just almost perfect. In my opinion, honestly, like, I would just probably take away the movement penalty and maybe increase, like, the health, not necessarily the armor. Just because, like, Orisa, gets shredded through easily, and the movement penalty doesn't help either. The movement penalty is, like, one of my least favorite things. But yeah, that's basically the summary, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the gameplay. This gameplay was very fun, you know, to actually get. I liked playing as Orisa and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you later. Peace.